So the next topic was the quick tour on Sovelia PLM browser client. So let me pull the client. I'm running now the 21.0 code in one of our test sites. This is the login page. It's a purely browser-based application. It's something called single page application. It's a technical term. You don't need to worry about it. If I quickly browse through our pages, so this first page is something that we call landing page after the login, or we call them dashboards. Basically, this is highly configurable. These are just examples. You can configure different kind of dashboards that fetch information from the system for various purposes or motivations. They can be generic or they can be very specific for a user. They can be something that supports your processes, for example, incident change order. Basically, any kind of information that we have in the system can be used as a definition of a criteria that fetches the information. Also, you as a user is identified. So what's relevant for you might be a criteria as well. Also, these are group sensitive in a way or role sensitive in a way, so we don't need to show all of them to all the people. You can target some of them for some of the organization or some of the roles on the organization and some for the other roles on the organization. So that dimension is quite. So this is just planned to be a quick access to the certain kind of items, documents, projects, organizations, whatever you are searching for. We are also providing some statistical analysis of your data below here, which again are very highly configurable. What do you want to see from statistical point of view? That can be defined in the lower part as well. If you find something interesting, you can simply click it and it will take you there. And this is the second page. I will come back to later. We have, of course, search. Search is divided in a couple of different actions. The generic search is a search you might be used in other systems. You write what you search, and you get results. Anytime you search, you will get results, and all the results are also analyzed. So you get kind of filters based on the result set that what's found, and you can dive into your searches by clicking more criteria. There is a data model behind the scenes, so you can actually limit your search as well. So if you don't want to search certain types of things, you can only search for items or subtypes of items, documents or subtypes documents. You can only search for engineering change management objects. Whatever you define, you can use these as a criteria as well if you don't want to use a global search. We also support something called search proposals. So if I start writing here certain text, you can notice that the system finds in some of the fields, for example, in item type field, there is a value called raw material. So I can search with that as well and get the results where objects or items that has a raw material as an item type. They are called search proposals. This is something that we call a simple search. Then we have also an advanced search. You can find it in here. And in advanced search, you can actually specify if you want to search with the specific field, for example, as a description field. You can do wildcard searches and stuff like that. And you find the results. In the results screen, you can have different kind of grid setups. They can be organized by an administration and you can also modify them by yourself, move them, add some columns, stuff like that. And also you can have a few different views on the data. So you can have a grid view, compact view, or you can have a CAD view. Actually, one of the new features is the compact grid view that was introduced on release 21.0. And also this selection. Sorting is supported as well, and all that kind of stuff. If I search something that is maybe more obvious, let's go for trailer. Switch for the grid view. And the main page is this page. So once you find something to work with, you end up with this page, which shows you the information on this particular item. This is now an assembly item. You can see its content. We are now showing here the subtree, so you actually see the bill of material information, but also related documentation. The basic data fields for this particular item is listed on the left side. You can also open any of these in a pop-up. You get the same view. You can have specific grids here as well, which are specific for each tab. So you have a small statistics here as well. So this is the subtree statuses. So what all kind of states in this subtree exists. But you can also have a separate statistic page. And now you can have statistical analysis also in a context of a subtree. So it's just this product, not everything that's related. What's underneath this one? And it can be also a very big product. It doesn't matter. It can be 50,000 lines. It's gonna be fast enough. These tabs are also something that are configurable. You can add specific tabs showing SAR, ECOs, manufacturers, different kind of things, equipments, production views if you have any. I don't actually currently have any, but it's also configurable what kind of information you want to list here. There's a lot of options to do different kind of views on your product data with those tabs. The main functions, what you can do is found on 3 different places. You have a menu here where you can add different kind of functions to manipulate or create new things. You have it also in here, so you can target the operation on something that you see on the right side. The left side can be put away if it takes too much space. And also if you multi-select things, you get a menu here as well, which is for multi-select specifically. It can also be for single select. The easiest way to modify in this UI, it's just simply click in the UI, modified, applied, and the modification is done if you have rights to do it. The UI is built in a way that it's also mobile friendly. So if you go for very narrow screens, you should be able to use it. Maybe not in all aspects of it, but in some aspects of it, it's still very usable in the mobile as well. You can do things in the mobile and narrow screen as well. That's perhaps from the quick